don't know how slippery this is going to be. It's quite smooth at the moment, the sand. Oh yes, wheel spin. Well, at least there's one thing, there's no salt on the dirt tracks. God, there's a lot of rubbish around here. Ooh, the bike has had a good dose of GT85. God, this has been chewed up. God, this is bumpy. Ugh. Right. We've got to now power across here with muddy tyres and hope we don't do a big donut. Come on, hurry up. Nice. So I thought what we'd do today is take this road bike off-road. Some of you may argue that this is actually an off-road bike. I suppose it's got slightly higher ground clearance and a sump guard, but it's not really, is it? But some people do like taking road bikes off-road. There was a rumour that someone took a S1000XR off-road recently. Someone I know. I won't mention any names, but I'm sure that video is going to be very interesting if he did record it, and if he's got the bottle to put it out there for us all to see. So let's see if I can trash my GS. Now this is probably the trickiest green lane in this area, and it isn't that difficult. It's all very flat, but it is a bit it can get muddy, but it hasn't rained up here for quite a while. Well, I say hasn't. No, we haven't had any decent rain. Looks like we've had a fire here at some point. So this is going to be quite easy, really. We've got road tyres which are 20% off-road, I think. Well, I don't know how the 20% works, but they're pretty much road tyres. They're going to be absolutely useless if it's muddy. I mean, for me, the big thing with any big bike like this is it's just too heavy for riding off-road. I mean, you can do it, but it is quite dodgy. I mean, it's also quite dodgy riding down a track like this on a big heavy bike on your own. But then there's nothing like a bit of adrenaline, is there? A bit of fun in your life. Oh, fuck. The one thing I don't like about GSs is you get quite a lot of backlash in the drivetrain when you're sort of going up and down dips and whatever. This one isn't too bad. I mean, this is quite low mileage. This bike hasn't had a hard life, so it's fairly tight. This would be much more fun if it was wet. The other thing you've got to watch with these is if you go through a lot of water, the diff can start to get water in it. It's got a breather. I think it gets in through the breather. I've had water in this before when I got caught in a flood, and when I did drain the oil, it was all milky. So we don't want milk lubricating the diff. That's nice. A nice fridge freezer. Cool. This is very dry, which is probably in our favour, although it is quite slippery, the old sand, especially on a big old tank like this. Last time I came down here was on the old Triumph 1200XE. Oh yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it slipping about. See, this is the big problem with a big bike, especially on sand. Once it goes, it goes. And let's hope this doesn't go. You can really feel it sliding around in this sand. Be quite good fun on an enduro bike down here. I mean, it is. I've ridden various nice light off-road bikes. Perfect for the job. We could be really brave now and go all the way down to Walkers on the circuit I used to do, but I don't really want to trash the bike. See, the problem is most of the green lanes in this part of Norfolk are very flat. I mean, this is rutted, but there's not really any decent hills to climb. There used to be a big hole down here that used to get full of water. Oh, it's a bit more muddy up here. Not that we want mud. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh look, there's someone on an enduro bike's going to think, who's this fucking psychopath? This is where I don't want to fall off really and make a complete twat of myself. No, this is dry. This is normally underwater. Oh god. Oh no, don't fall off. You'd make a right dick of yourself if you did. Oh, thank God for that. That would have been most embarrassing, trashing it in front of a young whippersnapper. Even with, I mean, there's limitations to the tyres you can get on a bike like this, and really, they're just not. You can't really get really decent knobbly tyres that are going to save you when it's really slippery. It's just the weight. Once the old girl goes, you're not going to stop her. I must admit, I'd prefer to be on this one than the big old 1250 Adventure. I think I'd have binned it somewhere down there by now. Probably caused quite a lot of damage. Way nearly. Concentrate. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? See, the next bit's just a flat dirt track. It's not really worth doing. But there we are. We managed that whole length without dropping it. Huzzah!